When I was 22, I moved to California, and I lived here for 11 months. I'm here visiting right now, doing some business actually, which is crazy to think about, and it sparked me to want to make this video. When I was 22, I was working a dishwashing job. It was like a bike ride away from my mom's apartment, and I remember I actually struggled to get that position. Actually, I was like going door to door in my mom's area because I didn't have a car, just trying to get jobs. Like at the pizza, I was like the pizza shop, I was just gyms. I was going to gyms trying to see if I could find a job. I couldn't find anything. Luckily, I finally found this fucking dishwasher. This place, it was like an old people's home. I started to wash dishes there, and I had a bike. I was riding my bike to work, and I remember I would like put my meals in the back of the, container, the thing on the bike. It was my uncle's bike that he gave to me. And I remember there was this one night after one of my shifts, and I was about to go home, and I remember there was like this underpass, like about halfway to my mom's house. Like it was like a bridge, and there was like an underpass, right? And I remember right at that moment, just kind of like regretting my decision to come to California, regretting my decision to leave Pennsylvania, which is where I grew up and knew everybody and, knew my life. Not only that, I was mad at my father. I was mad at my mom. I was mad at a lot of people. I was mad at the world. And I just was really unhappy with my situation. And I remember stopping and literally just taking the bike and throwing it. Like literally picking the bike up and fucking throwing it. And I was like, what the fuck am I doing? Like, what the fuck am I doing out here? I'm a dishwasher. I'm trying to like blow up on Instagram. It's not really working. I'm making Instagram stories. I'm getting made fun of for it. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on right now? Like, this is not supposed to be my life, right? That was a moment for me where I learned a lot about myself. And I remember it wasn't like how sometimes it may seem, where it's like, oh, you had like a rough patch, then you learned something from it. It's like, it didn't happen like that. Like, it didn't happen that easy. I went to bed discouraged. I went to bed sad that night. I didn't feel the best the next day. It's not like I pulled it together in 2 fucking days. It was just those moments kept happening. Do you know what I'm saying? They were so consistent that I was like, oh, I started to learn, okay, this is what my life is going to be like if I allow myself to tolerate my life to be what it is, right? Walking to find jobs, not knowing how to make money, being poor in my early 20s, and it sucked. It really fucking sucked, to be honest. I slept on my mom's living room floor, and it sucked. And now I'm in California right now. I rented this Porsche. It's a manual, so it's fun. Rented this. I got like a nice Airbnb. I posted. Maybe I can throw something in this video if I do some post editing shit. But not only that, it's just the lifestyle that I live. I work from my phone. I run my businesses from my phone, clothing company and my coaching company. And I've legitimately turned my life into what I want it to be. And I'm 28 now, so we're talking maybe 6 years ago that I moved to California and then came back to Pennsylvania, right? That was like 6 years ago. That night, when I threw the bike, around 6 years ago. So from that moment though, it's like, how did I get to this point? And it took me a little bit, right? Like, how did I get to the point where I'm at now, doing so well with my businesses and living the life that I want? And I think it's a matter of a few different things. I always talk about believing in yourself. It's so fucking important. Another thing too is forgiving yourself, is not holding grudges against yourself. And a lot of people might not know what I mean when I say that, and some people might know exactly what I mean. And basically, this is what I mean when I say that. You have to forgive yourself for all the fucked up shit that you've done. And the third thing is just having a real, honest conversation with yourself. Like, what the fuck am I doing? Like, what the fuck am I doing out here? I'm a dishwasher. I'm trying to like blow up on Instagram. It's not really working. I'm making Instagram stories. I'm getting made fun of for it. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on right now? Like, this is not supposed to be my life, right? That was a moment for me where I learned a lot about myself. And I remember it wasn't like how sometimes it may seem, where it's like, oh, you had like a rough patch, then you learned something from it. It's like, it didn't happen like that. Like, it didn't happen that easy. I went to bed discouraged. I went to bed sad that night. I went to bed a real vision of where you want to go. And that sounds so cliche. Like, people have said that so many times to me. Like, what is your vision? But your vision is really simple. It's really easy. It's really what makes you happy. Like, what really lights you up? What do you want your life to actually be like? Because this is why most people don't approach it like this. It's because when they think of their vision, they go, oh, this is my vision, but this is like my grand vision. Like, if all the stars align, like yes, that's how you want to approach the end goal or your dream life, is you want to think of the best possible scenario. Because without that, then your life is pretty much, it's going to feel meaningless. Every day is going to feel wasted. You're going to feel unproductive. You're not going to be happy. You're not going to feel fulfilled. And it's just going to lead you down a dark road. And to be completely honest with you, I was in that situation for 6 years. I was there for 6 years, as in, I knew my potential, but I wasn't acting on it. I was actually in that spot for 6 fucking years. Now I'm able to make this video years later and say, wow, this is what I learned from that experience, and it's true. Guys, believe in yourself, forgive yourself, and have a grand vision.